Hey guys, it's Charlotte, and today's video is going to be about a serious topic, a personal topic, and what I'm going to be talking about today is my experience with my past struggle with body dysmorphia and how I no longer associate with that term, and I never did associate with the term when I was experiencing body dysmorphia, but in hindsight now, I realized that is what it was. And looking back in hindsight, because so many things are only revealed to us in hindsight, I now realize the different factors that sprung the body dysmorphia upon me and encouraged it. A lot of which being, of course, media that I was exposed to, but also specifically groomers and what men wanted me to be and encouraged me to be, as well as bullies online and haters. I want to make it very clear that this is me speaking about my experience, and everybody's experience is different. So if you don't feel heard in some of the points I make, I'm not saying that my experience is going to be exactly the same as yours. I am just trying to speak upon my experience to try to help others and to bring light to this issue. So I guess to start out, when I was 11 years old, I got diagnosed with viral meningitis and pneumonia in my right lung, resulting in 6 lesions on my brain. And to save my life, in the Toronto Children's Hospital, they put me on medicinal steroids, which made me gain 30 pounds in 1 month. And this rare illness and whole experience is what got me interested in fitness and health. Because of that, I started exercising and eating healthier much earlier than most. It was sprung upon me because of my illness, and I wanted to be who I was before the illness physically. So this got me into health and fitness early, but I wouldn't say that my body dysmorphia was really an issue. When I first got healthy and lost the weight that I gained from my rare illness, I wasn't body dysmorphic. I was really happy and proud of how I was able to get my health back and get my body back to how it was before my viral meningitis, pneumonia, and 6 lesions on my brain. As the groomers got into my psyche more, they groomed me more, and their constant dialogue with me each day, that's what really made me so insecure of myself and made me think I was never good enough. Doesn't help that a lot of communities and such promote idealized to certain body standard, which is always changing, guys, always changing. Perfect is never the same. But for me, the main instigator was the groomers specifically, my abusers. But society as a whole didn't help. My happenstance into the fitness community, which was based around a lot of what I look like. I never wanted to be like a star in the fitness community online, but I had a blog where I spoke about my experience with healthy living that I got into when I was 13 because of the rare illness I had. I got into fitness and healthy living a lot earlier than most people. So I was looked up to, and I amassed a lot of followers on Tumblr. And because of that, then a lot of my online presence became about how I look. And that platform is the same platform where the PDF file groomers and abusers got a hold of me. So it's tough when you're not whole existence, but a big part of your existence becomes about how you look and how you physically present. And everyone's looking up to you for those reasons. Why do I no longer struggle with this? What was the change? Well, there's a lot of things, as you've probably already realized. I'm no longer under my groomer's grasp. I'm not having to send my weight daily to my groomer, an abuser. My online presence is not based around my body. I'm not in the fitness community. I'm also not OF or alternative platform to that community. It's no longer about my body. I'm no longer having these men telling me how I should look for them, for their disgusting tendencies, okay? My online presence isn't based around my body. I'm using my voice now. The voice that some want silenced so bad. I'm no longer under PDF files grasps. I intentionally don't take nor share online photos of my body. Being on those websites that promote you taking photos of your body, which is the fitness communities as well, okay guys? Being out of that and not regularly taking or sharing online consistently photos of my bodies or privately, it's out of my eye that way. I'm not looking at my body constantly. Nothing is based around my body. That has been incredibly freeing. Next, honestly, I have bigger things in my life to worry about at this point. There's some things I can't talk about that honestly are more important. That's what my brain is stressed about, not about how my body looks. Nor is anything I'm doing for a job or in my personal life, as I said, based around my body or how it looks or presents itself. So I'm not thinking about it. I'm not looking at it constantly. Next, I stopped pandering to the patriarchy. Wearing makeup constantly, dressing up, wearing clothes that show the shape and curves of my body. I dress more modestly now. Like, I wear stuff that's comfortable. I wear stuff that makes sense. You can still be stylish, but I'm not even really that focused on that anymore. I'm not dressing and presenting and trying to make myself look in such a way that is based around my body. I'm focused on comfortability and functionality. That in itself. So I'm not worried about how I look, and I'm not wearing clothes that are showing my body or specifically accentuating parts or making notice of. I'm just dressing comfortably. I'm dressing in cotton clothes that are comfortable and functional. I say I'm in my Einstein era. I've converted to Einstein way of life that way, that way of dressing. Period. I don't look at my body much anymore. In the mirror, in photos, or with my eyes looking down at my body. I'm not looking at my body often. Also because now my body isn't something that's on display anywhere. Nor do I need to take the photos of my body. Don't look at yourself in the mirror for a while. Stop looking at your body. Stop putting focus on it. Stop touching it if that's making you just stop. That's what I'd recommend. I just realized, I got to the fact where I realized, I think this is because I was no longer under my groomer's grasp, always telling me I have to be different, I have to improve, I have to be better, I have to do more. I realized that I am beautiful. And I thought I do look good. But that it really doesn't even matter that much. It's not about that. I listen to people's compliments. They're not lying. When people are complimenting you and being nice, they're not just saying that. Unless they're some weird covert hater trying to manipulate and abuse you that way, which then we don't even want them in our lives and we don't talk to them. Oh yeah, you look really good today. Like something like that. Like, well then they're just an idiot. Then they're just an idiot. Most people who are complimenting you and being kind mean it. Okay? Listen to them, please. Listen to them. It's hard when you have these other forces though, right? This is why there's many different things to put into play. Literally, I just stopped putting so much pressure on my physical appearance. I stopped. I focused more on my voice, my words, and getting interested in topics that aren't based around beauty standards and physical presentation, which leads into I do not consume nor participate in the hyper fitness or healthy food communities online anymore. And I haven't for years. I already know how to live healthy at this point, so I guess I have the privilege there that I know how to eat healthy. I know how to live healthy. I know how to exercise because, as I said, I learned these things young in my life. That's why people looked up to me, because I had these skills that most people didn't have, especially not around my age and such, because of my rare illness, and then my dad getting me into healthy living and teaching me how. I'm not getting that constant feed algorithm of that kind of content. I don't keep up with that stuff. So if you're still keeping up with that stuff and browsing, I would recommend, like, if you already have the knowledge of how to live and eat healthy, you have the knowledge already, then stop trying to find the next big thing or whatever the next exercise trend is or what's popular about how you look. Stop. I just stopped trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm no longer trying to fit the mold, follow the next trend. No. It means I stopped trying to be perfect. Also due to, of course, leaving my groomers because I was never good enough no matter what I did. And that's another thing too, I was constantly having to send them photos of my body and then them saying how they want me to look a certain way. I'm no longer doing that. So the focus is no longer there. And being perfect, their idea of perfect, anyone's idea of perfection is impossible, and it's ever changing. and it's ever changing. The societal perfect, always changing. It's trends. Stop keeping up with the Joneses. Stop keeping up with the trends. Doing all these things, and with all that being said, it made me stop putting the focus on my body and my physical appearance. I guess that's the biggest tip. Find other hobbies, or learn different things, or engross yourself in different subjects and different online content and different communities that aren't based around your physical appearance. Like, overall, I stopped photo content and body-based content. Like, that's really helped me. It really has. Stopping putting the focus on my body and my physical appearance. It really does not matter that much. It really doesn't, especially if you already know how to live healthy and eat healthy. At that point, you need to take away completely the focus about how you look or checking or keeping up with. It doesn't matter. As long as you're healthy and you have the knowledge of how, that's all that matters. And just matters of fact, if you're struggling with and have body dysmorphia, facts are, that means that in reality, you're actually much more attractive, quote unquote, than you think you are anyways. That's what dysmorphic means. Your brain is lying to itself. It's not based in reality. Yes, there's other things that influence and that create that kind of mindset. But if you are struggling with body dysmorphia, that means that actually how you're thinking you're looking isn't actually how you look. How you actually look is what you wish you did. That's the matters of facts of it. Technically, your brain's in a delusion that way. So just even like realizing that, and not in a sad way, but like, oh, well, that's true. That's true. I am not giving myself enough credit. I look good. Even just saying that to yourself. I am beautiful. I look fine. Okay? So let's try to wake up to that. If you're struggling with that, let's try to wake up to that. Okay? Yeah. So that's about all. That's my experience. That's why I literally do not care about my body anymore. Like, I'm indifferent to it. I'm just like, yeah, this is my body. That's not my only purpose. That's not what I'm based around, nor is my online presence based around that. Nor do I consume any of that style of content. And I'm out of my groomer's grasps. I'm no longer pandering to the patriarchy, like legit, to PDF file patriarchy. And because of that, because of all these things, I no longer struggle with the body dysmorphia. I've realized my physical worth, but at the same point, I don't put so much importance, nor does my job, nor do men in my life. So eliminating all those things from my life has made my body dysmorphia disappear. And I'm so thankful for that. We are so much more than the vessel we're in. And overall, let's put more importance on who we are and our voice than about how we physically look or present. Okay, guys? Okay? There's nothing wrong with wanting to have style or wear a cute thing, but let's stop putting so much importance on it. I guess my case was more severe. This is my experience. My experience will be different than others because of my rare illness, the fact that I was in the spotlight per se, and due to me having a large following in the fitness community, it made me stay within that community for a longer time. And for the record, I'm very proud of the advice I gave, because the advice I gave always was healthy. Never once did I let my groomers infiltrate that or make me give advice that would be unhealthy. I just struggled with how I looked. I thought that I was much bigger than I was, even when I was my smallest. Even when I sent that weight to my groomer, which I have a screenshot of. So my experience might be different than others, but this is my experience, and this is now why I do not struggle with body dysmorphia. Overall, let's stop putting so much focus on keeping up with the trends and the next big thing and how you look in a photo and if your outfit looks perfect or not. Focus on functionality. Focus on things that aren't body-based. Because yeah, we can augment our bodies in ways to make us feel comfortable, but stop focusing so much on the physical appearance. Stop the hyper tracking as well. Just, yeah, stop the hyper tracking. Living intuitively has really helped me. That's my experience. That's my life experience. This is my story, my path. This was my path to escaping the body dysmorphia. I hope that my story and my life experience can help another. Okay guys, well that's all for today's video. I hope this was informative, helps someone. If it helps one person, that's all that matters. Okay, I will see you guys next video. Bye.